Hey, what's going on? I'll see her do a little bit of flocking. Looks like figured I'd still messing with these live things, trying to figure them out. Let's see what we can do here. Figure out how we want to do this. How's everybody doing tonight? Anything exciting? Typically, the flocking I use is the Ken's Custom Fuzzy Fur. So, funny story about that is, man, back when I was, I think about 16, over at an NNL West, there was a guy selling it. This is back when it was like $1.50 a tube, and I was just fascinated with being able to add carpet and something I hadn't done. Man, I bet you I bought like 40, probably 40 tubes. That's most of what I still have. I just had to go back occasionally and rebuy blacks, grays, charcoals, stuff like that. Otherwise, it's all pretty much the same old tubes I had. Let's see how we do here. Let's see how this is going to come out. Do a little section here and get that going. Nice. Yeah, I think I saw something come up on your deal for the chrome pens. I want to check that out. Monster truck. That's cool. Scale. Yeah, I've seen some of their stuff too. I always like Flocky. It's good to have the stuff on hand. I've been using some paint. I'll use satin clear out of a bottle and brush that on too. The only problem I found with, I like using the bottled clear. It works really well, but the downside I've found is if you're using a lighter color over years, is that clear. Like I used to use Model Master, and over time on a light color, that stuff would turn yellow and discolor. So I've kind of went to had some satin clears, but they haven't sat long enough to see what they're going to do. But the paint, an enamel, semi-gloss, that seems to work pretty good. I wasn't going to flock all this, but I figure why not? Add a little bit of detail here. Yeah, hopefully everybody had a pretty good weekend. It's been raining, a lot of wind here. Not as bad as Southern California. Out by Mars, I think he's getting a lot worse, but yeah, it's been a lot of fences going down, different stuff. So that's part of it. Let's see. Kind of see the start there. Looks pretty good so far. Take it all the way back. Yeah, flocking, man, it is such an easy thing once you do it a few times, and it does add a nice amount of detail. I've used this stuff for headliners, seats, two-toning seats, carpet, of course, a little bit of everything. And man, you hardly use any as you go if you keep it recycled right. All right, let's see what we get here. Probably should have used a bigger brush, but it's all right. Nothing but time, right? So how's everybody's weekend been? You guys get some good bench time and time with the family in? Yeah, I gotta try that embossing powder. A couple of my buddies use that, and I have not used it yet. I've heard mixed things on it. I guess just like everything, but what I've seen that a friend did, it looked really good. You know, with the embossing powder. Yeah, the resin works good too. Yeah, 75, man, it's cool. Yeah, I saw you posted that the other day on the 16th scale. I'm gonna ask a buddy of mine. He he just finished a wild 16th scale. Well, finished it a little while back. I think he's working on another one now. But yeah, he's got all them sizes. I'll ask him and jump on your. I think it was a video you posted there. I did a 16th scale, one of the Revell 34s years ago, but I do not remember the wiring I used or anything. That was just some stuff that back then I was picking up. They called it wrapping wire back at a Radio Shack. And I don't think I necessarily scaled it properly on the 16th scale. I just kind of guesstimated from the size I was buying for the 25th scale and went that route. I think if anything, it probably came out a little small. All right, let's see. That's things. Well, this is my original shaker I bought when I got like my first round of flocking back in, what was it, 95? I think it's still holding strong. Last time I did one of these lives, I had some music going. I like that, but YouTube said the whole infringement or copyright claim stuff. I don't know. They're crazy. Not too bad. Kind of see what we got there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do back here. Now, there's a cover for the back seat for the Mustang, little race version. Got some stuff in the box here I'd show you, but far looking pretty good. Let's see there. It is a different look. The embossing powder, definitely. Cool to have both, though. There's always times different things fit different builds. Great weekend. Nice. Very cool. What's up, Terry? How you doing? That's a good idea right there. I think I'll just go ahead and flock the rest of this too. Mine as well. Yeah, this thing, nothing like what I had initially planned. This is for the Mustang group build. Use this Revell kit. I'll show you guys later. Um, yeah, just different. I guess probably an older mold is what I'm assuming. It was like a box truck. I mean, very different. But got a lot done on it today, though. That was good. I've definitely been procrastinating on this one. I don't know about you guys, but after the new year, Bell and I were kind of getting a few things ready for the NNL and a couple other things wrapped up, and then kind of wanted to just take some time and straighten out the bench, the product or projects, get back on track. It was getting a little chaotic. So the last probably 2 weeks haven't done much building, just more organizing and stuff like that. Got to do that periodically, right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, brother. How you doing? Little Rattle Ken in the house. Nice, good. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I get in those funks too, where it's like, I'm telling myself I want to get something done or build something, and then I get a free moment. It's like, man, I don't want to go out in the garage or go set everything up. So I feel your pain there. Yeah, today I got up early. I was out here. I think I was out here in the garage by like 6:30 with my coffee, and I was working on this Mustang till probably close to 11. And then my son and we did a few things inside, some chores. Then we went and hit the gym, ran some errands, came home, made dinner, all that fun stuff. And I was like, I'll bring my wine out here and get a little more work done. Keep getting some stuff accomplished, right? That's one thing I'll tell you, having the YouTube channel and, interacting with all you guys and making friends. And it's really helped keep me coming to the bench. Otherwise, I'd go through my phases. I'm sure some of you guys do too, where you're going strong and seems like one day it all just drops right off. That's one thing the channels definitely helped me keep at the bench, and probably same with Bell too. All right, nice. Yeah, it's nice to go through and clean up and organize. No, that's no fun. Yeah, I tell you, man, busy and balanced. The last few weeks at work, we've been really busy, and then I shoot pool Tuesday through Thursday on four different teams. Uh, Basically, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's driving out to Monterey, which is about a 30-minute drive. And then also a team here in Salinas on Tuesdays. So I've been trying to scale that back. The cost of gas, fees, and everything adds up. And then trying to create time for the bench. Here's what we got so far. Not bad. Not bad for a quick, I don't know what it's been like 10 minutes. Uh, the cost of everything, gas, you pay your entry fees, and bar tabs, man, those things creep up. And I've been trying to cut back there since my son and I have been hitting the gym. That's what was funny was initially I was trying to cut back on pool to create more time for modeling and trying to keep, the channel consistent. And gosh dang it, that was right when my son was like, hey, I want to start going back to the gym, which is cool. I love it. I'm glad because he's kind of more of the homebody. Um, so it's cool. And we go do that. And he's really taken to it. So it's kind of like well, shoot, I guess I don't even know if I've cut back from pool yet, but yeah, that's the thing. I will tell you, my life is normally, luckily Monday through Friday, I work like a 7 to 4. But I mean, I got my boots on by 6 out the door. And depending on what's going on, and I don't sit down till late. But trying to cut back on the pool, get some more time in for the fun stuff here. Keep the channel going. This come out pretty good. I like that. Yeah, this is a funky kit. This is this one here. Let's see. It's this one. I don't know if you guys have seen that one or not. I mean, I'm not familiar with these, but I was hoping it was going to be similar to the Nova, the Revell Nova I built. But man, it's like a block. It's really heavy plastic in here, just kind of squared off. Uh, it's got all these connector tabs, which are cool. I mean, it looks like there's what I got so far. Looks like it's going to go together really clean. I mean, you can see all these tabs and stuff, but it's just different. I mean, to me, it feels like you're maybe one step up on from building a snap kit, which is cool. I'll add a little bit of detail, some wiring and stuff, um, roll cage and all that. But yeah, it's just not quite what I had planned on. I guess you could say, you know. Let's see what we got here. Let me scroll down. There. Do I like physics? No, I don't think I ever got into physics. Yeah, so just chipping away on this Mustang. I got some of the headers done up and painted. Yeah, this is kind of funky at first. I thought, man, it's cool. It's got a nice little high rise manifold, but it's actually a molded in carburetor. So, yeah, I mean, this thing would need a little bit of love to really detail it out. I'll add some basics, but I'm not going to go too crazy, I don't think. It'll be a nice little shelf model, if nothing else. What are you guys all working on? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not much for politics. To me, I think the whole system needs to be probably cleaned out pretty good. But yeah, no, I'm not much for politics, to be honest with you. Uh, Probably more cars, pool, shooting pool. Working on the real cars. Yeah, I'd rather. I gotta clean this thing up here. Supposed to have wiped it down, but it's all dusty. You can kind of see. Oh, that'll probably be the next chore after I put this stuff away is wipe down the Chevy. That's cool. Dub. Haskell, if you cheer them all. I was looking at one of those the other day. Um, yeah, that'll be a cool build. That'll be neat. Nice. That's a 57 Bel Air. Let me see if I can get a better. See if we can get a better. There's Luna. She's sleeping. That's rough. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, that's the 57 there, and you got the 63 Rivy in the back working on, fun stuff. A lot of time. Yeah, I noticed that those Coca-Cola versions are cheaper. I picked up a 40 sedan delivery for that same reason. Oh, nice. Yeah, those Rivies are nice. So we got a 63 back here. We've been working on and off for too long. It should have been done a long time ago. But yeah, they're fun. Thank you. Thank you. Do you support Fury's TV? Man, I don't even know what that is. Not even sure what that is. Okay. So mine, it's got the 401 and had a piston explode. Took the block out. So luckily found a block. And a friend we did trade work with years back, he took and rebuilt it. So it's got a new 401 in there, or rebuilt 401. It's got new carpet. The seats have been rebuilt and recovered. It's bagged, but man, it needs some love still. I just found a hood. The hood on there, it's been rusted out bad. Hey, what's up over there? Nothing. That's interesting. But how you doing? S10 pickup from '96. You mean the full size, the 1-to-1? They're rusty. Um, Depending on what area you're in, I guess out here, I got some friends that pick up a lot of stuff, and we have a few wrecking yards where they'll go pull engines or parts or what have you. Yeah, when I get back to work on this, although, this thing was all cleaned up, scribed out, shaved, and it's just been sitting for years. Belle actually dug this out. She wants to finish it. So we'll see what she does. She has some ideas for that one, 65. You know, yeah, a lot of projects. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm not too familiar with these things, so I don't really know how they work too much, but I want to figure out where some other folks can jump in and chat, chop it up. Hey, we'll catch you later. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Oh man, that's no fun there, Rusty. Yeah, crack blocks, man, that sucks. Yeah, depending on the area you're in. Out here, we have a couple of yards, but nothing like what there used to be. I used to be able to go pick up. I had a lot of stuff, a lot of options. It's a little lighter now. StreamYard, yeah, that's what I got to check out. I'm not a very tech tech person. Comes the most technical stuff. I normally grab one of my teenagers, let them try to show me how this stuff works. Yeah, this is just a funky kit. They got a big old hole right in the center of the gas tank. I don't know. And this thing is probably going to be more of a. It'll look all right. It'll be a good little bench, bench build, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, we'll see. I had too many projects laying around. Yeah, this will be. Sit in there like that, I guess. It'll be something like that. That should be all right. Definitely a funky kit, though. But got a lot done today, that's for sure. Hey, have a good one, Rusty. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is for that Mustang group build. I want to get it wrapped up and jump on a few other projects I got in group builds, and then started that new group build for my channel, the customs one. That'll be fun. I got to get some stuff out for that. That'll be cool. Uh, this thing. Yeah, you guys working on any stuff? Any group builds or anything? Hold on, while you guys answer, I'll be right back. Nice. Yeah, I saw you were working on that 442. How you like that kit? I heard it's really clean. I got a couple, but I have not tapped into one yet. I heard it's a great kit, though. So sit upright. Oh, first fit. Nice. Yeah, they're sweet cars. That's for sure. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. So that was so my first group build I threw up for my channel last year, and it wraps up in March. That's pretty much what it was for. Was like a progression build. Um, I was trying to think of something to do that was a little different. But the reason I did mine was this was one of my first builds back. Shoot, man, I was probably what 12 or 13 back when I built this. But I mean, I love the 49 Fords, and this was kind of an idea out of a old custom rodder drawing. So that was where my initial group build, the one I have going that wraps up in March right now, came from was a progression build. So I'm redoing a 49 Ford, same style like this, but to show the difference from, back when I was, I think, 13 years old, 12 or 13 to now. And then that'll be when I do my video, since I have this, that'll be kind of a side by side to show the progression, over the years. Man, a lot of projects. What's everybody else working on? Anything for any group builds or any shows coming up? Anything exciting? Or just your general projects? I gotta clean this thing up so I can get back on the bench. Find the hood. All right, I gotta step away for a second. I'll be right back. I'll see what these kids are doing. Nice. Yeah, I've seen people entering into that big rig one. I don't really have much experience in those. I did see all those folks out there near Ollie's. They were picking up those Ed Roth rat fink big rigs and trailers. That would be cool. I'd love to have one of those. That would be neat. Yeah, man, so much stuff out there. We'll get back to a little bit of scribing, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. That'll probably be nice. I'll have to check that out. See what you do there with that. Those big rigs are, I mean, you got to have space to store those suckers when they're done, huh? I bet. Just doing a little scribing back on the Chevelle from that prize package I got from Rusty Rotors. This was a heck of a package, really cool. So, still kind of deciding some of the direction on this thing to go with. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, it's always fun to go back and build something we built years ago. You know, that's what I was saying earlier. I was telling some friends, I've been going through and kits that I started with, like this 49 Ford and some other ones. I've been picking them up on eBay, like the same boxing of what it was, and just having them put away. That'd be cool one day, maybe like the first five when I really start getting into it, you know, maybe have like those kits in the boxing that it was back then sitting there on the shelf or whatever, you know, just something to, and always have that memory of where you started, you know. Yeah, I could bet with the trailer and everything, man, that would be pretty good size right there. That'd be cool though. That'd be really neat. I've seen at the NNL West here um, last month. Someone, the guy had a really nice semi, and you know, it was a nice jet black paint job, and he had it sitting there with where it had like mirrors under it on the sides and the back, and he had really detailed that thing out, and it was beautiful. Yeah, dude, that's a pretty good size. Yeah, that's when we look at some of the 16th, 12th, and A scale stuff. I'd love to build some of that we have here, but I have nowhere to put it right now. Hey, what's up, Johnny? How you doing, brother? What's a good word? So, yeah, it's tough. I mean, if you have any flaws or anything in the paint, I mean, they're gonna be there. You know, um, the clear can either kind of mask some things or kind of magnify them. That's the only downside. It'd be hard to tell without really seeing it up close. You know, um, and then depending on if I remember right, that was a pretty wild color you used. I don't remember. It's probably a pearl. I don't know if it was like one of those chameleon type paints or it was one of the pearls, right? That you have on there. So I know some folks will take and color sand the base, the paint before they clear. Unless it's um, a straight color with no metallics, no pearls, no candies, I don't like to do that unless I'm going to spray some more base down. Now, if you have more of the paint, you can always knock it down. Yeah, so that's tough. Um, yeah, that's tough depending on how bad what you're seeing in the base, depending on how bad that is and everything. That it's a it's a base coat, right? Not a urethane, or is it not lacquer? Lacquer you could take and rub it. Man, yeah. Once you put that candy down, that's a little harder to work with now. If it's a base coat, I mean, you might be able to just lightly nib that candy down if it's base, and then go ahead and shoot another couple coats over it. Polyester. Hmm. Does it? Was it like a ready to spray? Is it a spray can or airbrush or what was it? Ready. Okay, ready to spray. So, do you have any left? Okay, so you could potentially color sand down that body smooth and then go ahead and put a few more coats down, and it should be okay. I've done that with the Cat House of Colors, the candy base coats. Um, Urethanes are different because they have a hardener. They act as a paint more like a clear. They're real gummy, little harder to work with. But it sounds like what you're using is probably a base, so you probably could just like I say, color sound that, nib it down a little bit, and then put a few more coats. Just keep it nice and even. No guarantees, but I mean that's what I would try if you're really unhappy with how the base laid out the first time. That would that would probably be my thought. Would just be to nib all that down and lay a few more coats of the candy down over it. Yeah, that's right. I remember you sent me the thing on that candy. And it was a candy base coat if I remember the codes I looked up. So I think you'd be okay doing that. Yeah, just take your time. Uh, Color sound it. Use some really fine stuff, or at least you can start out a little more coarse to knock it down, and then get it a little more finer so everything's nice and smooth. And then at that point, it should not hurt. But I'll be interested to see how that lays out for you. Hopefully it works out. And then just check your air pressure and everything on your thing. Make sure it's not hitting the model and too dry. I mean, you don't want to put it on necessarily wet, but you want to make sure that your distance and the pressure, by the time it hits, it's not already dry, right? Yeah, it always works out that way. Never fails. Yeah, some friends absolutely hate spraying candies on models. Hey, what's good? What's up, brother? Yeah, they hate it for the matching and everything else. I'm gonna have to check out that StreamYard thing and get where few folks can jump in here and keep it a little more interesting. Yeah, for anybody that jumped in late, initially I just threw this up while I was doing some flocking on something, and then kind of just started chatting with folks and pulled out the Chevelle, do a little scribing. Yeah, I hear you, Johnny. It's always that, you know, if this goes great, this goes so, or this goes south. Yeah, never fails. Guess that's what keeps us on our toes here with all this stuff. All right. Scribing, cleanup. Never ends. Square. Yeah, take your time with it. I mean, generally it's um, nice light coat, especially with the base. Clear, you're gonna put that first coat down just to get everything nice and tacky, or at least the way I do it. Everybody's got their own ways of doing things, which is great. The way I do it, especially with the clears I'm using, is the first coat's just kind of a tack coat, get everything nice and sticky, and then a medium coat, and then try to finish it with the wetter coat and hope it doesn't run, right? Now I've got it fairly down for the gun I use and the material and everything. Um, it happens here and there, but normally 3 coats and I'm done. The base, depending on the color, the shades, what it is, I just try to build it up with lighter coats so nothing gets too heavy and try to avoid those issues. Too bad. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, um, a lot of those paints and stuff, especially with automotive stuff, is salvageable. Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. It wasn't necessarily a full on build I was doing. Uh, had got some paint, wanted to try it out. So I cleaned up one of the Revell. I think it was a '66 GTOs, and laid down. I'm trying to remember if it was the blue something, and it it blew up. It didn't go good at all. So I actually, like I was telling you, I nibbed it down and actually shot a whole different color over it, and it came out really interesting. You know, Joy Boy, Joy Boy, should I end my life? No, not at all, man. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's not good. Nah, nothing's worth ending your life over. Hmm. Oh, that'd be cool. Heck yeah, that'd work out good, Johnny. That'd be awesome. Murder. Well, you're still typing, so yeah, just take a deep breath and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. You know, I guess that should be the end goal, right? Make tomorrow better than yesterday. Make today better than yesterday. You know, Hmm. That's the old deck lid. Hmm. Yeah, Johnny, that Hudson, that would be cool. Sounds like you got a nice idea for that. That'd be a fun one. Yeah, I still got to get one of those, put it away. I saw some on Amazon. Oh, there you go. What's good? Welcome back. Now we're just talking about some paint and some custom builds and scribing. Got to do that, right? Let's see. Can you see? No. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I've got an AMT 55 I got to finish up eventually. I was hoping last year it's a nice yellow and white two-tone I want to do. But that'll be sweet. That's a nice kit. Yeah, they build out really nice. You kind of got a plan for it already? Yeah, that's cool. I mean, at least you got the base part. I still got to figure out. Okay, I got a few different ideas I'm thinking of, but yeah, a lot of options. So that's why is there. That'll be cool, Johnny. Yeah, that'll look good on that Hudson. So I gotta get me one of them. Couple of them. Definitely got to build one as the old the Hudson Hornet, right? Doc used to watch that so many times with my son. It was crazy. Cool. Yeah, 55s are neat. I mean, I've seen a few just lowered, some white walls, steel wheels, and they look super clean. That's I think what I'm gonna do with that yellow and white 55 is either a chrome steel wheel or even a painted steel wheel, and lowered down. I think that'll look pretty cool. I love that style, just kind of that 650, 60, 70s, just simple cruiser. Those are hard to beat, you know. Hey, what's up, brother? How's it going? We're doing good. Did some flocking earlier. That's how this got started. Now just hanging out, scribing back on the Chevelle. Doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What are you up to tonight? Hey, what's good? How you doing, man? It's Delilah. Is that what that is? I got plastic in here. Dang it. All right, hold on. I gotta grab the dog here. Be right back. Oh, there you are. You still there sleeping, girl? Squeaky chair. Gotcha. I like rallies. I love the 5 spokes, but yeah, rallies definitely look good. I think I used them on my Camaro and my Nova, if I remember right. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, JD? Let me know how it works. I have not used that. I saw some guys use it for cleaning along with other stuff. For a quick wipe down, like I used to keep a thing of pledge with me, like going to shows, and I'd use that to wipe them down. It'd work good. But polishing, I mean, I stick to the other stuff. But yeah, I got one of my old builds here. This is one of my first ones. This is kind of the first group build I have going on my channel that ends in March. Kind of the progression build is I'm building a new one of these. This was really probably one of my first glue together kits that really actually came out decent. Yeah, the olds will be cool. Yeah, that'll be nice. Looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, that'll be cool. I got one up here in primer, but that's an old one. Hey, have a good night, Johnny. Thanks for dropping in, brother. Appreciate it. And let me know how that paint goes. Shoot me some pictures tomorrow. Let me know how it's going. Hopefully, it works out good. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's cool that Pledge works good if you're just kind of cleaning up your models. That stuff works good. We used to, we'd go to shows. I would have a little kit thing, me and Pops, with toothpicks, epoxy, jet glue, some towels, and then have some Pledge and stuff like that. Lime green. Oh, dude, that would be nice. Yeah, definitely, Johnny. I look forward to seeing how that turns out tomorrow. Hopefully, it goes good. Fingers crossed. Yeah, lime green and that gold, man. That's That's a killer combo right there. Go have another beer. Probably not. I'm not. I mean, no, beer's all right, but yeah, not so much. Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying yours, young stepper. Am I at work? No, nah, just kicking it out here in the shop. Gotcha. Yeah, the body work. I mean, it's like it's you're always learning. It's always progression, I guess you can say. Kind of start with maybe shaving off some door handles, emblems, cleaning it up, blocking it down, stuff like that, and then kind of build from there. Get used to doing some guide coats, blocking, make sure the panels are straight. Uh, that's a good way to start, and then get into some of those custom kits. I have the custom front and rear parts. Mold those in, get them in, mold them, use some glaze or Evercoat to fill in the seams. That'll all that's good start, and then kind of get into everything else. And before you know, you'll be chopping tops and sectioning the bodies and stuff, all that fun stuff. I want to do that with the 49 this year. I don't know if it'll be for my build for the group build or not, but definitely shop probably a 49 Ford. Matthew Dillon. Hey, what's up? What's good? Yeah, that's good. That's sometimes the best way is just kind of jumping in and doing it. And there's a lot of, I guess, tutorials or how to's and different people's takes on it. I mean, um, I'm definitely no expert when it comes out. My pops is definitely a lot better and cleaner at that than I am. But I mean, some of it was like looking at old diagrams, either real car stuff or model cars, and some of the how to's and just trying to follow along, you know. Fun angles, angles and lighting. Yeah, oh, garage time. As customs, I mean, chopping stuff up. Guess you just kind of jump in and start. And some people have more luck than others, or they're more patient, I guess. It's not looking too bad. Yeah, we're getting. I mean, um, here in town, it's not as bad. A lot of wind, some down fences, trees. Luckily, nothing here in the neighborhood, but um, yeah, on the hills where I was doing a little work yesterday. Uh, I think by the end of tonight, they're supposed to have gotten something like 12 inches of rain, and I think the wind in some of these areas were hitting close to like 60 miles an hour, but not as bad as is in Santa Barbara and LA though. I guess that's like really bad. Santa Barbara is probably about 3 hours south of here. I guess they're really getting it pretty bad. But I've been getting emails from work all day talking about road closures throughout the county. So it's definitely having its taking a toll in some of these spots. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I got some family kind of out in the valley. I think my pops was saying he was going to give them a call, see how they were doing out there. Um, I think they're outside of Turlock, out somewhere out over there. But yeah, I bet you guys are getting it as well. And you're in a model car club out there too, right, JD? Brentwood. All right. Yeah, I remember you talking about that at the NNL. Yeah, is that pretty good, pretty active club there and nearby sounds like. Yeah, so my daughter was saying she's outside of Houston, but I know Houston is huge, so outside of Houston, I guess can be a pretty broad area. But yeah, she was saying it was decent weather. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, we had our local club here, which is kind of faded out, so we're starting that online one we've been messing with. It seems to be doing pretty good, gaining a little bit of traction, doing good. Do the meetings over Zoom, then have like our group texts and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Good way to you know keep up with everything and keep motivation going. Nice. Yeah, we're doing our meetings like the third. I think it's third Sunday is what we've set on so far. And then because we got people from East Coast and one overseas. So we try to figure out the timing. We normally do it about 3:30 our time here on the left coast. That seems to work pretty good for everybody so far. There he is right there. What is good, brother? Yeah, snow, man. That can be brutal. I remember when I was up in Nevada for a couple of years and shoveling that stuff was not fun. It'll turn to ice. So what's good with you, Jimmy? What you got going on? Anything fun on the bench? Second Friday. That's cool. Yeah, that's always fun. That's how the clubhouse in here locally. Um, when it's man, I was a kid then, but yeah, that's how it started. We all met at like a pizza place. I think it was Saturday afternoons, once a month. That was always cool. Nice. Yeah, I was doing some flocking on a Mustang build. I don't got it. It's not in front of me now, but now we're just scribing and talking about that first build, going back redoing for the progression build. 5 in the morning. Man, gotcha. So that's a four. What we got? 4, 5, 9 hour difference. Gotcha. Yeah, fun stuff. It'll work. Yeah. Did you get some bench time in over the weekend over there, Jimmy? Nice. That's cool. We were talking about that earlier. The last probably week and a half or 2 weeks, I've just been going through doing work over here, trying to organize, get more space, create more room. It gets a little chaotic. Every once in a while, it's nice to go in there and set things up and clean up and get stuff in a little better order. Sounds like that's what you do. That's good. Yeah, it'll be cool. I'll be happy to see what you're doing. Yeah, that thing is uh it's gonna be fun. I got some couple friends that don't have channels, but they're jumping in. And my buddy Luke that does the magazines, he's got a buddy that's got, I think it's the 55 Ford on one of the covers. He was telling him about it, and that guy wants to jump in and build something. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good turnout. That'll be cool. I'm excited about that. That'll be cool. See some different folks involved. Oh man, you have oh man, no joke. We got so much stuff here, and then out in the sheds and stuff. It's wild. I mean, yeah, I got so much organizing stuff to do. It's you figure with the hobby, I'm 45 and I got into this when I was about 12 and collected some kits back then, but when I started working, I started buying stuff and my pops has bought stuff the whole time. So we've accumulated a lot of kits over the years. Yeah, you feel like it's all just coming in. There's stuff everywhere. Everywhere on both sides of the Chevy right here, there's kits and boxes of kits, the closets, the sheds. So I got some stuff in storage too from the house next door. It's just like It's wild. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, as long as the group build, if it fits something that I want to do and I'm interested in, I'm all about trying to support that person's channel and the time frame. I mean, that's a huge thing I learned last year with the group builds was doing the ones that were like a month or 2 months brutal, but in it, I probably jumped in the group build shoot back probably August or so September, and I'm just getting that build going. Uh, so the ones have like the longer time frames. Jason does like a 6 month on his. I'm gonna do hopefully do it yearly. Just run the course of the year is what I'm hoping. Give everybody plenty of time. I'm I tend to keep up. For most of the day, I was working on the Mustang. Everything's kind of set and drying now. So I go back to scribe. I was doing a little bit of work on the 36. Um, I have multiple projects going so that there's always something to tap into. Otherwise, that's when I start getting distracted and start getting pulled away from the bench. Oh, no, I gotta do. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't. Man, I'll tell you, part of it when I started my channel, which I guess it's fairly new still. We're only about 7 months in, but yeah, I was definitely jumping into a number of group builds just to get to know people and everything. And a lot of them did fit in on stuff, but the timing, it was like trying to figure those out. I had done a couple of the Instagram build offs, which are like a month or 2 months. That was a little brutal. Those are tough, but it's fun to participate with the community, but you also have to have that interest in something to build. Gosh, dang, that's a lot of hours, brother. 62. Yeah, the last about 3 weeks, we've been buried with stuff at work. Normally, it's cold. So we've had some long days, nothing like that, but we've definitely had probably about 12 to 14-hour days, but not like all week long, just a little sporadic. But between that and then for me, it's trying to keep up with the pool, with the son, going to the gym, just trying to balance everything out. That's probably the biggest part is the balance for myself. I still got some work I got to do tonight, actually. Right? Yeah, talk yourself into wanting to work it or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, money's nice with overtime and all, but sometimes it hits a point where it's a little brutal. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, long hours can be brutal. Yeah, mine is trying to balance out the little bit of the side job and then pool, gym, home, kids, helping them with the homework, then the bench time. Yeah, that itself just makes for some long day. I think today getting out working on the Mustang, I was out here this morning at about 6:30, worked on until about 11:30. That was the most bench time I put in a little while. Oh yeah, I bet. Holidays and catering, that's probably the busy time right there. Right? Yeah, I say the same thing, man. Yeah. I know people, they're like, "Oh, I'll just keep working, nothing to do." I'm like, "Man, I will find stuff to do if I could retire comfortably." Yeah, catering the holidays, man, that's gotta be jam packed. I do some work with some friends at some wineries and stuff, and yeah, they get busy there around the holidays. Yeah, retirement will be nice. That's a ways out for me, but someday that'll be fun. And enjoy the hot. I'd wake up every morning, come out here, work on stuff. That'd be enough fun for me, you know. My mother retired and she does knitting. She has an Etsy store she's had for a while, and she's gotten real popular there. So really ramped up on Christmas with her knitted goods, but it just hasn't slowed down. She's, I mean, it's slowed down a little, but yeah, she's pretty much been going year round with the knitting on that Etsy store. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, I keep busy between this and doing the side work on the pool cues and everything else. That keeps me busy. I got 3 more today I gotta do some repair work on, which is good though. It's, good little side hustle, you know, pays for the league nights or whatever when we go out. Okay. Yeah, the gaming stuff can get pretty wild. I've never my one of my daughters is her and her boyfriend are really into that. I'll play like Madden football or baseball or basketball with my son, but I know that online gaming that can get pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah, the Etsy stuff's pretty wild. I was checking out the model car stuff. I actually found some pretty good deals, and I started a little channel. I think I'm gonna go through, clean out my stash, and sell some stuff there. Maybe do a few basic builds and sell some stuff on there. See how that goes. Yeah, that's what my son. I don't know what he's got. When he talks about that PS5 he wants to get now, so I don't know. I'll probably end up helping him pick up one of those at some point. But yeah, I'm with you, JD. It's man, it's hard to get the time to sit and do it. I'm trying to get the free time to enjoy on the bench and do some videos on the channel and everything. Keep it consistent. That feels late. Look at the clock at 8:30. Yeah, I'll take a look and see what I got. I don't think I have a ton of Camaros. I mean, the basic ones, the AMT, like the 67s, 8s, and some Revell 69s, probably some of those 70 and a halves, but not too much outside of that. I think some 12 scale stuff. I got to build one of the 12 scales. I got you. Yeah, that gaming stuff, man, that stuff's wild. Those people get really into it. What kind of Camaro stuff are you looking for? Oh, Camaro nut. Yeah, they're nice. I found one flipping through an old magazine I'd seen when I was a kid. Really nice, kind of a probably more like a 80s. Try to build one out of a 12 scale. Oh, dude, that would be nice right there. JD, the IROC Z. Trying to find those in the boxes and just kind of have them there. Probably like maybe five or so, you know. But yeah, that old AMT IROC I picked. I want to pick another one up and build. I like that. Was it like the mid 80s to late 80s or early 90s IROCs? Those were cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, those are cool. Man, they're nice. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, the model I had built back then was a candy apple red one, and it was cool. It was nice. I really liked that. Yeah, that 86 was a nice one. I bet. Yeah, yeah, those are nice cars. Yeah, they're very cool body styles. Oh yeah, the 30's coming out nice. I'm looking forward to seeing some progress on that one. That'll be cool. Well, have a good day at work. Hopefully your kids have a good day at school, and we'll catch you later, brother. Glad you stopped in. Thank you. Stay safe out there. Oh, gotcha. Hey, you figure with all that 3D stuff, probably just a matter of time somebody can print something up, you know? All right, brother. Have a good day out there. Yeah, I think if I remember right now, we're talking about the IROC Z's. So I was about 14, I think, when I built that 16 scale, the Revell 34 Ford. And we have a few more of them. What was that 16 scale MPC? I think it was made a Corvette that had like the tune port injected engine and all that. Picked up one of those. I was going to pair it with the AMT, a 55 Nomad. Hey, what's up, brother? I was going to take the suspension and the engine and stuff from that Corvette and put it under a 55 Nomad. I had started one too. Started filling in the frame rails and everything else and trying to measure out for that suspension. I'll have to dig that out too one day. Yeah, a lot of old projects. I like your watch. Thank you. Nothing fancy. Yeah. What are you up to this evening? Toyota guy, 1971. How did you come up with that name for your channel and stuff? It's definitely unique. I was wondering about that the other day though. And I'd ask you how the weather is where you're at, but I could probably take a pretty good guess. Probably cold as heck. Gotcha. That's cool. Not too bad. Not too bad. I got a lot of projects too, but keeps you keeps you at the bench, right? Man, that's yucking. Yeah, little Toyotas. Oh man, it's got to be a change for you guys out there. Yeah, I'd imagine it's typically this time of year pretty cold and a lot of ice and snow. Yeah, that's chilly. I remember those days when I was out in Nevada, up in the high desert. Gotta get back to work on this guy too. That's for that Mobius Chevy 2 gasser. Come on, good. That was the first one I kind of used the boots on and all that stuff. Yeah, you guys got some funky weather too, though, right? Out there in Houston. These cats are. Yeah, wiring's cool. I mean, you start, it's like that rabbit hole. It's like, where do you end? You go from spark plugs to fuel lines to battery cables, to this, to that. Well, me, I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, that's for the Mobius, the 2 gasser. I got to get back on that thing too. Last thing I did that, man, I put a blade through the end of my thumb from Shadow. How's it going? Yeah, I got to jump back on that thing. That's a fun one. That gasser. Yeah, brake lines, all that stuff. Right. Yeah, I mean, I like the detail, but there comes a point where it's like, man, it starts feeling like work at some point. Although the Chevelle, the deal I won from Rusty, I'm gonna try to really make that one nice. All that stuff he sent, try to put it to good use. I've been saying exactly. That's probably what the Chevelle's gonna do to me. That one I won from Rusty over there, Rusty Rotors. But he put together a nice prize package, so I definitely want to try to. I know it's like he said, you can do whatever you want or use the parts on whatever, but he took a lot of time to kind of map that stuff out and put it together. So I'm gonna try to use most of it on this and make a cool kind of a pro touring, I guess you could say, type of a build. Got a few different ideas with all the parts he sent, so it should be good. But yeah, it'll probably drive me insane though, because it's probably more than what I typically do on the builds. But yeah, I got some stuff I want to get into from Charlie there at ProTech and everything else. So I'll use some on that. I was gonna do more on this Mustang, but yeah, like I said, that thing's different, you know. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is probably the first year I've noticed some change in the up close stuff. Yeah, yeah, I got our different wires here for different stuff. That's your little photo etch handles, and yeah, this stuff's old too. I've had this stuff forever. Photo etch plate frames. You got a thing over there full of different stuff to use for radiator and heater hoses. Just kind of miscellaneous wiring and stuff. And this stuff goes way back. But yeah, there's some different cables, wires, hoses, get all kinds of use out of this stuff. Yeah, little regulator. Fun stuff. Yep, the list goes on and on. Yeah, I've never really messed with the trains or nothing, but I could imagine people probably go pretty crazy on those too. Tanks, planes, trains, automobiles, all of it. Yeah, it's over there. Well, guys, I'm gonna probably get ready to log out. I appreciate you all dropping in. My phone looks like it's getting pretty low at this point. I got to still go do some work and get ready for the fresh week. I got a quick little video I was doing today as I was working on the Mustang. I'll probably get that uploaded real quick. Check it out. Check out the group build. But yeah, I gotta check out that StreamYard thing. Try to do a few of these lives where people can jump in. Oh, I'm not the only one here talking. You guys can jump in and talk rather than type. Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta get some of that black they use for the resin tires. Yeah, that there are. Well, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna check out. Appreciate you all dropping in, checking stuff out, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good evening, everybody.